You ready?
Yep.
Hey Bobak, this is Dave Hager. I'm going to go through the 360te for you. There's the front of the machine. I mean, one of the parts that we need to order is a turnstile for you. So we're checking into that part for getting it in here for whoever's going to buy this. What you have is a digital indicator that's moving this fence in and out for how much you're going to remove with the pre-mill. This is here. This is your beam height, which is a manual adjustment. It's not power lift and fall. It's got a ratchet wrench here that you go from 5/8 to 3/4, which would be 16, 19 millimeters. But that's your adjustment there. Your controller is not programmable per se, but this controller controls every application of the machine. We can control temperature. We can program temperature. We can control the feed mechanism in the sense of feeding edge banding into the machine, either faster or slower, but everything's actuated from the machine in the front here. So it's a PLC that's controlling everything on the machine, but it's not programmable per se. Machines, one of the things we need to do is we need to get another, somehow this got screwed up here. This is that misting device, okay, that it sprays a mist material right here that will prevent any kind of glue hanging up on or sticking to the top and bottom of your parts. So that's kind of a cool feature that they've included on these. You can see the heavy-duty lead screws on the machine. I mean, it's well built. Here's your pre-mill. These are both diamond cutter heads. They're both in there. They're in opposite rotations to give you that clean cut. Going to the glue station, you can see it's a brand new machine. Teflon coated shallow glue pots on these. Here's your glue applicator, and here's your adjustment on either flow more or less glue right here. So it's real simple. This is an automatic magazine system for doing your laminate strips or solid wood applications. This is your feed mechanism right here, and you get two different type of deals here that actually grip the material. Okay, that comes on and off. From there, here's your pressure section. Okay, here's your thickness of band. In this case, it was set up for 3 mil, so those are pressured out 3 millimeters. That's a real easy adjustment with digital indicator. On the end trimming, we have separate end trim motors mounted on THK guideways on both axes, here and on the front. Okay, extremely accurate. Notice the pneumatic cylinders on each of them, which means that we can tilt it from the control panel in a 2 position, like a 0 degree straight 90, or let's say a 3 degree bevel on a laminate. But we can tilt these motors from the control panel with no adjustments needed under the hood. On your top and bottom, here's another part that we need to get. We need to get a cutter head and a new dust shroud, okay, for the machine, which is being handled. That motor goes right here. Notice the quick release electrics for both the top or the bottom and top trimmer, okay. Again, digital indicators on both axes. Pneumatic. This is that 3-position system I was telling you about on the 360. That's going to index, 3 different positions through the controller on flush, bevel, or 3 millimeter top and bottom trimming. From there, we go to the scraping station. These are the profile scraping. Again, all digital indicators for indexing it. From there, we have a glue scraping station. Okay, this is what we were talking about. Any kind of excess glue that is on the top or the bottom of the panel is scraped off right here, and that's pneumatically actuated in and out of the line of the work. And then finally, we have a buffing station. Okay, and right now it just needs to be adjusted and tightened into place. So on the outside of the machine, this is an e-stop button that we need to get. Your air supply is going to go right here with a filter and regulator. Also, your electrical comes in right at the bottom here. Okay, There's a port right here for your electrical at the end of the machine with your main disconnect right here. Okay. Now let's talk about the damage on the machine. This hood, come over here. Looks like we had some rubbing up against the crate. Okay, so that's on the front handle. Looks like we got a little scar right here on the tape. We got a little dent on this. This really is this is again all cosmetic. It's not a real issue. And then this is where a majority of the damage was. The roller extension that you pull out to support the panel is mounted on these. Okay, they roll in and out. Okay, so we're going to have to order another channel. It's an aluminum channel with the plastic rollers. So we're checking into that part right now. But you can see here, this is where your cosmetics are. Right here, this is kind of dented in, scraped, and then right here you can see that it's dented in and scraped. Again, these are nothing more than cosmetic fascias. It's got nothing to do with the integrity or the structure of the machine. Dust ports. It's critical you have good dust collection on your pre-mill. Okay, you got to get that chip out of there so it doesn't fly into the glue roller. So we have to have good dust collection. I think these are approximately 3-inch diameter. We can get you a drawing on that. And you have 2 ports here for your top and bottom trimming. These look like 2-inch diameter. And then this port is to collect the scrapings and capture those scrapings prior to going into the dust collection. But it'll pull it up into this little bin. You open this up, you take them out, you clean this out because you don't want those long curly Q of 3mm PVC going up into the fan of your dust collector, so it captures them right here. But you know, in terms of damage, here, the roller extension and the carousel, which we're handling all that, and then you got, looks like you got some, you know, paint removal up here. So hopefully that gives you a good representation of the machine, and we'll talk soon.